Hey, what's up guys? So I think it's high time for a bonus video. So let's step away from the study tips and tactics for a minute and talk about how I actually make these videos. Specifically in this video, I want to show you my gear and also walk you through my actual filming process. So let's dive right in. So believe it or not, I'm actually rocking a relatively inexpensive setup to make these videos. For the camera, I'm using a Sony NEX5N mirrorless camera, which ran me about $750 when I bought it and takes really high quality videos for the price. Now that's hooked up via HDMI to a small TV, which I use to set my scene up and make sure I'm in focus and all that good stuff, since my camera doesn't have a flip out screen. For lighting, I've got a couple of DIY lights constructed from supplies I found at Lowe's and clamped onto cheap light stands from Amazon. They cost me about $100 to make for both of them, and they're much easier to store and work with than the pre-made options I found, so I'm more than happy with them for now. I've also got some accent lighting on my backdrop to warm up the scene a bit, and speaking of the backdrop, what do you guys think of the new one? I actually just moved, and this time around I actually made measurements and used a level instead of just slapping things up over time. The other important part of the backdrop is my computer, which is also what I use for recording the audio. And on a side note, this is actually a new build that I've been saving up for quite some time, and let me know in the comments if you'd like to see a bonus video on it, and maybe I'll do it. Now, I actually think audio quality is more important than video quality, so I recently invested in a Mackie ProFX8 mixing board which feeds the audio via USB into my computer. There, I record using Adobe Audition, and then on the other end of that chain is a Shure SM7B dynamic mic, which I use for both recording the College Info Geek podcast and my videos. Before buying this mic though, I was actually using a $99 Blue Yeti, which just connected via USB, and it wasn't actually too bad. To start the filming process, I put my camera up on top of my bookshelf and then connect it to the TV via HDMI. Then I set up the lights, put my mic in the mic stand, and plug it into the Mackie with an XLR cable. Next, I'll start recording with Audition and the camera, and then before I go through my script, I'll make some dumb faces so it's easy to find a shot for the video's thumbnail, and finally I'll start recording. I typically don't memorize my scripts before filming. Actually, most of the time they're just lists of bullet points, and this means that I just keep saying lines until I'm done, with plenty of mistakes along the way. So that's just a quick overview of my shooting process, and this video was supposed to be a thank you for when we hit 10,000 subscribers, and we are a little bit past that. Oops. Still, thank you so much for the support and the feedback you've given me so far. This has been a ton of fun, and I can't wait to keep making better and better videos every single week. Now, for the next bonus video, let's set the milestone at, how about 50,000 subscribers? But I actually want to hear from you down in the comments. What kind of a bonus video, aside from college tips and studying advice, do you want to see? And also, if you're still curious or have more questions about my shooting process or other parts of the video creation process, I'm actually doing a little mini-series on my podcast both this week and next week over that entire process. And you can click the card or link down in the description if you want to listen to that episode. The first one's out right now, and if you subscribe to the podcast, you'll get the second one when it comes out next Monday. So that's all I've got for you today. Thanks so much for watching this bonus video, and I will see you in my video over test anxiety coming out on Thursday.